Yeah, no, I've been playing violin for about 20 years, since I was 4 years old.
Wow. And was it your parents that got you into it, or was it something you just saw and wanted to?
I would have to say it was definitely my parents, but also definitely since they got my older sister into it as well. Growing up and seeing her playing that violin, it just made it obvious for me.
So from school, what brought you to keep going with violin? I know you had a lot of success, being young and all that, but what kept you going into those teenage years and through on to adulthood now?
You know, the funny thing is that it was during those years that I felt most like quitting. And it was during those years that I thought that, I guess there are a lot of other things that were more important to me. I actually did quit kind of for like a couple of months in which I just didn't even touch my violin at all.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just kind of going through that regular like teenage high school life, and you know, you're kind of looking more at parties, you're kind of looking at other stuff, and I was a little worried that playing the violin would make me not so cool to the ladies that I was now interested in. And, you know, then I found workarounds around that, and I found that it's actually probably one of the things that girls love most about me. But yeah, I think it's actually that in that time that I was most distracted. I think it's the more distractions you have going on in your life, other people, you know, things that you're not really into. In this case, for me, is like school. But then once I was able to get away from all that, get back to that violin, when you're alone with yourself is when you really find who your best friend is again, and mine's music. So
that's real. That's really real. So once you got past that rough patch, tell us about Berklee and how that came about, and your experience there, and leaving there and getting into where you are now.
Right on. Well, yeah, man, Berklee was definitely the start of where I am now. That was about 2 years ago. 3 years ago, and a couple years before that, I had been in a lot of bands in the Maryland area, gigging around and stuff, and I guess it got kind of, I was looking for something more. I was looking to up this game, because now that I figured out that I didn't want to quit anymore, I really wanted to do something cool with it. So yeah, I went ahead and got into Berklee. Because I heard it's the best music school in the country.
He just got into Berklee. He just, hi, let me in. Brian here, let me in.
That's actually kind of how it went. The story behind me actually deciding to even go to college in the first place is ridiculous. I wasn't planning to go to Berklee at all. I kind of definitely did it just to prove a point, I think, to a lot of people in my hometown, where I was just like, I was really tired. I was really tired of doing the same thing every day. So I kind of used Berklee and Boston really as a jumping off point, to live my life and then write about those experiences. So that way, I don't grow stagnant in just one area.
Totally.
And that's why I moved out here. And that's why I'm here now, because even Boston, as fun as that was and everything, after a couple of years, it just got a little old for me. And I got a little, I see a lot more opportunity out here on the West Coast, so, you know.
Wow. So since moving out here to San Francisco.
Beautiful California.
Beautiful California, Golden State. You've had quite a jump in listeners and fans and views on YouTube and all that. I know you had some videos from a few years back, but since this year, you put out a slew of just crazy covers. What sparked that, and how does it feel to get that great response from the world?
Oh man, well, first the response is definitely the most. That's the most rewarding thing right there. It's having people be happy. Just me being able to make someone happy without even saying or giving them anything really. Just doing what I do, that really touches me in a way. And I've been living here now in Cali for a little while, and it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's just so happy. I've been really happy lately, and that's what I think lets me create the work I need to create that God put me here to make. This is one of the first times in my life where I'm focused on me. I'm not focused on Berkeley. I'm not focused on getting into some school. I'm not focused on proving anything to anyone. Yeah. I'm in the business of self-improvement right now, and that's as exciting to me as anything else needs to be. So I think that excitement is what I think is grabbing people right now when they see these videos. And
so the energy definitely shines through in all your work, you know, whether it's just the audio on SoundCloud or a full video on YouTube. You know, the comments always say, "Oh, you're so energetic. I love how you know, how you smile and dance with your violin and all that."
Right.
And I think your fans definitely appreciate that level of being passionate about even just covering a song that you barely like, but because you're making it your own, that they feel that, you know.
Right.
And I think that's something that shines through a lot with your work. So with that, what's your favorite cover so far that you've done?
Of my own work, man, honestly, one of my older ones, but I still think just the feel of it, it's just because I started off on this really cool reggae vibe, and I think you know what I'm going to say. It's that Lean On. Yeah. That Lean On by Major Lazer, and that thing just starts off, and it kind of fills me up. Fills me up on the inside. Makes me feel like I just ate some mangoes or something.
Some mangoes.
Yeah, you know, something tropical.
Some nice fresh mangoes.
Mangoes.
Mangoes. Wow.
That's it. It's helping me learn about myself. People they just love it when they see me like enjoying, and I realize that in itself is almost bigger, and it really is. Yeah, I agree. I totally. Really do agree, because it's not about the notes that you're playing, you know, it's really about the people that you're talking to through your music, and that in itself taught me a little bit. It's all about how people, you know, what people want. It's not about what you want.
Right. Totally.
You know, people are looking for that in other people's eyes, and I like Fetty. I like Fetty too, just because you could hear that translating his voice. He's living his life right now. Yeah,
he's doing it. That's what you got. No other ulterior motives.
Because he's doing what he said he would want to be doing since he was maybe like a 14-year-old boy, talking about like, no man, it's just gonna be me and my homies. What are you talking about? Like, and you know, that's I respect that. I really do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's something that I think a lot of people will see in you and what you do.
So I just gotta lose 9 now.
Yes. And then glue in some. I'll cut out my dreads and you can glue them in and dye them blonde, and then you can be Fetty King Joseph.
Oh, that was great. Hey, just I want a sidebar just for like any of my fans listening right now. Be excited if you really like my hair, because I just figured out that a couple weeks ago I started growing dreads for I don't know, I just started doing that, so
Yeah.
that's gonna happen eventually.
Nice.
Fetty, King Fetty Joseph.
King Fetty.
The Fetty King Joseph?
Something with the Fetty or a Wop. Brian King Wop.
Brian Fett.
Brian Wop Joseph.
Brian Wop Joseph.
So Brian,
Yeah.
I need bars.
Oh man. Is
Th-
it time for bars?
This here station, it runs on bars. Like it is powered by bars.
Oh.
So
I
like
see.
our
So I'm like the gas attendant.
yeah, it's like our electric bill is due right now, and we need some bars.
Are you telling me you want me to lay down a hot 16?
A hot 16
Hot 16.
on UKR radio.
All right, I'll do it for the queen.
Wow.
I'll do it for the queen.
That's what it is. What you wanna? Brian King Joseph, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious. So let people know how they can get in touch with you on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
we can just Google, you know.
Yeah, y'all already know what it is, but for those of you who are looking to find some more of my music and listen to some more great remixes that I'm making, so you want to go ahead and just at Brian King Joseph on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and on Facebook. It's just my name, Brian King Joseph. You can even type in Brian Violin, because ain't nobody do it like me.
Good work, man. Thanks again for coming through the Tuesday Tunes and to urbanexradio.com. You know, definitely appreciate it. Everyone loves you today, and thanks for the interview, man. It's a great time.
Yeah, thank you, man. And that was a wonderful show I got to play for y'all today. That was real nice. I can't wait for another. What do you call this joint?
Tuesday Tunes.
Tuesday Tunes, man. But yeah, thanks for having me on the show, man. It really was a pleasure.
No problem, bro. You know how it is.